Penta is an Italian lighting manufacturer. We've been around since 1975, and we are making 5 different product categories, anywhere from ceramics to rugs to some throws and accessories and lighting, hence the name Penta. But very quickly and oddly, 5 years in, we decided maybe it would be better at just doing one thing. And so we decided to focus on lighting. But really, I think the few years more recently that sort of made big changes and lasting impact on the company would be 2008, when we started working with borosilicate glass, which is a very technical glass that is used in labs for like test tubes and things like this. And what this allowed us to be a little bit more creative with our design and also sort of push the limits. And the glow pendant that you see here is a great example of this, where this borosilicate glass is more resistant, it's heat proof, and so we're able to do things like this where you have a really thin stem connecting to a much larger globe. We stand behind our products, and I think there's something to be said about putting a product on the market only once you can really fully stand by it and support it. And because I think there's so much product in this market that what specifiers and customers are looking for is something that they can put on their schedules and present to their clients, and they can tell them with a straight face, this is what you're looking for, but it's also something that will last, that will you won't have problems, or if there are problems, we'll be able to solve it because I believe in the company that puts this product out. Customer service is really what makes the difference. There are a lot of options in the interior design lighting world. I want to be that person that a specifier calls, like, I have this project, we're looking for this type of lighting. I know you can provide me with the answers really quickly. And I think that's what we do working with our reps, making sure they know that they can pick up their phone and give me a call to provide this answer. So I think customer service is a very important guideline, both for Penta and for the way I work. One of my favorite products in our collections, it definitely has to be the glow, and it might be a bit of an easy answer because it's also our best-selling collection, but I think there is a reason for this. I find this fixture very playful. When it's off, it's all about the reflection of the surroundings, the way it bounces off the light around it. But then when you turn it on, it sort of becomes like you're on the other side of a double-sided mirror. You sort of see through, and there's like different layers of depth and complexity, and the way that there's still this reflection and mirroring of the outside light, but then there's also a light source inside. This is a very special product that has a wow factor, whether it's noon or midnight, because it will be very different. It changes throughout the day. Even on a cloudy day, it will look different than if it's like full sun outside. And it's all hand blown. They're all made individually. And then the way we apply the finish, it's like a very technical yet super simple design. I think there's a reason why it is our best-selling collection. One of my favorite projects that I got to work on is this big entertainment venue in Vegas. It's not because of the Vegas part. It's with a firm that I'm very familiar with in New York, iCrave, and they have an in-house lighting design team. And I think that's something that I discovered when I joined the lighting world, is working with lighting designers is such a pleasure because it's a team that I really enjoy working with, and I think any occasion that I have to work with them is really special. And it also happens that the lead designer, it was also her last project for this company, so I'm glad I got to see this through with her until she went and moved back to Europe. So I think it's all about those connections that we build, and I think that's what makes this industry so interesting. Penta has some really interesting fixtures, newly UL listed, that are coming to the market. I think the first one is the tile collection that is probably more of a contract type of fixture. It's a wall sconce that's a pentagon, but it's an uneven one, and it's actually an old shape that the Romans were already using in their designs. And what this allows us is it allows us to connect these tiles in a lot of different ways to create geometrical shapes. And we have a play on both some tiles that have a light source in it and others that have a fabric finish on it to sort of create this pattern of light and non-light. I think the other really exciting thing happening this year is we're going to be introducing some of the Castaldi products to the US market. So it will be outdoor products that we're currently going through the US certification for this. There are a few of the products from the Castaldi line in Europe that will be bringing as Penta because they'll be indoor products. And I think this will allow us to have some slightly more technical, more architectural products to our lineup to sort of be able to broaden our offering to the specifying community.